Changing our minds happens all the damn time. Every single day. So simply put, when someone is basically saying, don't change, why did you change? Oh, you changed. Just remember how important it is every experience you take. Every experience I've taken is beautiful. In the now, in the present past, in the present future. Everything is a nominal part of what I am. And it's beautiful. It's tremendously beautiful in that. But it takes also a lot of human notice and manufacturing to say, I'm going to allow you. I'm going to call out betrayal. I'm going to call out betrayal unless you stay stagnant. That's the way others embrace change. Others embrace you're changing your mind, changing our minds. Betrayal. It's a very filthy word when you're talking about just changing my mind. Because literally, changing my mind is only being defined then with a subject of somebody interrogating it and somebody making it, manufacturing it a certain way. Okay, changing my mind on my own is happening constantly without feeling deflated, without feeling like I have to work towards this change from my mind. Which is where most individuals that are going to call up betrayal will say, why are you changing? Why'd you change? Oh, you never said anything like this before. Well, I just did. I didn't know it had to have a creation point before now. I thought I could do something now without having to have it be a creation point before in my life. But obviously, when you have a long time with people around you, there can be that significance of that's betrayal. Yeah. But the difference is, unless I made the promise for myself, individually, anything can be broken. And that's where it really hits. My individual promises weren't broken. Everybody else's negated promises to myself to keep, to stay here, sit, stay there, are not going to stay. Mostly because they weren't talked about or tossed about with me. There was no discussion, there was no topic, there was no even argument to garner a solution for it. There was only, this is how it's going to stay. You keep it that way, okay, Marcello? No. If it's betrayal, I'll take that betrayal, because to me that only shows the portrayal of something based on I created that. I didn't mass produce keeping dishonest, keeping information from people. I didn't create that. That isn't my creation, but the identity of changing my mind is a beautiful lens. Because it doesn't need to have betrayal involved with it. It doesn't need to have a portrayal of you can't make a decision based on this. You have to stay in the stagnant state. You have to stay at this same level that we've always been at. That only shows that me changing my mind is a profuse growth of myself. When someone's telling me that, oh shit, I must be growing. Because if I'm upsetting people enough to say I'm using betrayal, I must be doing something for my own life that can't be undone except in this way. Where it's an arousing success for some, and for others, it's a rousing sentiment of, why would you do that? Well, changing my mind, changing anybody's minds, doesn't have to be a flagrant way of saying, I got to allow you to do this. When someone is speaking that way, they're basically saying, I control your identity. I control your identity. I allow you to do what you do. Well, then being an independent nation doesn't make fucking sense. If you make a mistake with an independent person and you want them to pay recompense for it, well, they're not going to, because there's something you did to allow your power to not be invested in yourself, but in allowing other people to be themselves. Well, that's a lot of power you're holding vestige over, thinking that those people are always going to be that way. The growth of the individual and changing my mind did happen. And that's the beauty of it. That it does. And it's so easily seen as what the individual mindset would be of betrayal. And on the other side of it, you have to be allowed to do that. You have to be allowed to change your mind. Nah. So change your mind. See the beauty in it. See the beauty and liveliness in what it becomes.